the twilight of the gods nears, brother will kill brother. Families will be sundered by murder. 4 ages are afoot. An axe age, a sword age, where shields are cloven. A wind age, a wolf age, where the world falls. No one shall be spared.
Welcome to Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion RPG podcast. Prepare for adventure.
Hey guys, Jim here from Creative Playing Podcast Network. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up. We've actually made a Kickstarter to help make the podcast a little better, pick us up some new audio and a little video equipment, and if our Kickstarter goes really well, we're actually going to be getting digital artwork equipment, so that way we can make a webcomic on the Creative Playing Podcast Network website, so that way we can make a few more things to help make the podcast just a little bit better, a little bit more fun. Hope you guys get a chance to check out Kickstarter, and it's going to be called Help Creative Playing Podcast Make Upgrades for Season 2. Alright guys, like always, thank you for listening and thank you for any support you can provide. If you can't help us out monetarily speaking, by all means, please help us by sharing the word. And if you've got any friends that like gaming out there, conventions, anything along those lines, even if they want to just see some things, just let them know about our Kickstarter, and hopefully by word of mouth, by the end of September, we can go ahead and get this launched. Alright guys, thank you very much. Welcome back to Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion Hero to Ragnarok story. So, when last we left off... Uh-oh, Bryn's giggling. Is it because we said the opening right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when last we left off, Bryn was at the pool finding her paramour who took her up to his room, and Scotty was there.
Yeah.
Hello.
Kane has got a unconscious fire giant over his shoulder and some blisters on his knuckles that look more like bruises.
No, I don't. I look fine. I'm doing fine.
And Trixie's up in the room, and she has a knock at the door. Sounds almost like a scratching sound.
Scratching.
Scratching. That's exactly what you think when you go to open it.
Okay. Well, I first look out the peephole. Do I see anything?
You actually don't see anything out the peephole.
I'm going to open it.
Okay. You open the door, and a ball of fur comes flying at you.
A ball of fur?
A ball of fur!
Like a Pomeranian or something?
Like a werewolf that was crouched on the ground.
Oh, fuck.
Roll joint battle!
God damn it! I have no I have no strength. I have no...
She's not the...
Then maybe you shouldn't have pissed off the werewolf and been all alone.
God damn it. I'm not all alone.
Oh, you got the boys who are still sitting at the couch flipping channels.
Okay, hold on.
They're watching... Oh, I'm rolling a d12 for joint battle.
Hey!
It's all good until you get 12. 11 or 12, and
Ooh.
then the jig's up.
Ooh.
Ow.
Damn, that's not nice.
2, 3, 4, 5.
5. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Would you like to use opening gambit?
Yes.
Okay.
I have
You
no
spend-
idea what I'm going to do.
Spend your point of legend, and you... This will be you, by the way, the warrior with the shield and the helmet, because it's all Viking-ish. And this will be the werewolf, who's, by the way, all fangs and fury and super pissed off at you.
For a minute.
And all you hear is this growled word that sounds like someone saying, diseased, as you know, lunging.
Oh, that's right, because I called him disease.
For a minute, I
Forgot
thought it was Amalia's cat.
Ooh.
Okay, do I see his eyes?
You do see his eyes. He's got almost human-looking eyes, but with bloodshot, fury, and furry face.
Serpent's gaze.
Oh, spend your point.
Yep. Hold on, let me spend another one.
So we have a Mexican standoff here because claws are just like, we're talking claws. The shine is practically glimmering in your eyes that are locked with his, and he just chokes. You just hear a choked word in his werewolfy throat.
Okay, boys.
Send the
Boys. Boys. Take the phone handle off the handset and dial concierge.
Do
now.
you want to think about that again? Say that again.
I was like, take the... Oh.
Do you want them to take the phone apart?
No. Lift the hand off the handset.
Okay.
All right, now, what I want you to do...
Whee! As you see them jumping up on numbers.
Okay, guys, dial 0. Just 0. I assume that's the number for the concierge.
Okay. Yep. Beep, beep, beep. They hit a combination of
Okay.
horrible buttons. You hear the phone singing in the corner.
Okay, hold the phone up near me, please. The handle.
As
up.
you hear this crashing sound, as the phone is being carried by 3 of them, and the phone itself is being dragged across the floor with the phone line knocking lamps and things over as it's floating towards you.
Okay.
This is as far as it'll go.
That's fine. Okay. Do I hear anybody on the concierge yet?
Hello?
Hey, this is room so-and-so. I need security up here right now and the hotel manager immediately. One of your security guards is attacking me.
And you just see the eyes kind of like twitching of the werewolf as he's just wishing.
And he is in doggy form.
Excuse me?
Just, okay, and bring a dog, because...
Excuse me? Bring it.
Just do it now. I want the hotel manager, I want the head of security, and I want a contingent with a dog. Now.
Okay, you hear...
ASAP, immediately, yesterday, and I better get them yesterday.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Just a moment.
Because the door's still open.
The door is still open. He is halfway in the one step in the bed into the room.
And I am not letting my eyes off him.
As you feel a cold bead of sweat going down your side of your temple. As it's just got shiny claws. Just ready to gut you like a fucking fish.
Bad dog.
And-
Bad dog!
Hey, look at this.
As you see 2 of your fairies after they drop the phone are tying braids in his hair.
Don't get in front of Mommy's eye.
Can we
Point of
keep
view.
him?
No, we cannot keep him.
Oh, she won't let us ever have a pet.
I'll get you a puppy. Not this puppy. He's a bad dog.
And you just see the eyes twitching. There, oh you. As
This
the-
hotel's gonna own me so big.
as all of a sudden, go ahead.
Not the hotels.
No, the hotel hired them.
The witches did.
The witches had them brought
It's
in as
theirs.
special security.
They broke the moat.
Well, technically,
Technically,
That's right. Oh my god. Their security.
Theirs. They're responsible for their actions.
they're a special organization that was subcontracted to provide a neutral-ish security. Yes.
Yeah.
So after about 5 minutes, and it feels like an eternity
Oh,
for
it
you,
does.
your eyes are drying up. You just want to blink. Give me a roll.
God, this is gonna be bad.
What combination are you going to go for? Is it going to be athletics or integrity or fortitude?
It's going to be,
It's feeling like an eternity.
Well, I'll have to go with fortitude or integrity, but
If you're
with
holding-
perception or no wits because
Okay.
yeah.
As all of a sudden,
Hey, Thora and
And I'm gonna channel endurance.
we stole something from Thora and Thurston.
What did you? No.
as they're wiggling something in your face that looks like a condom
guys,
wrapper.
boys, don't get in front of me.
We stole it and threw it away.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay.
That many dice, you have to have at least one success.
Oh no, I've got 5.
Steely gaze.
Okay.
You've got a steely gaze going
yes.
into this guy's eyes. And this guy, you can hear a hint of a whimper coming out of his voice after this long because he wishes he could break contact with you. His eyes are drying up. As all of a sudden you hear boots stomping down the hallway. and the elevator dings. And out of the corner of your eye, you just see some black fabric get thrown, and then you hear a rustling sound as all of a sudden, in your peripheral vision, a werewolf in hybrid form, twice the size of this guy, stands right behind him, and you just, while you're staring, see a large claw come around, grab her on the throat,
Oh my god.
and just rip everything from the spine down of his throat.
Oh
with
my
blood
god.
and viscera just splatting on the floor instantly, and you can just see the bloodshot eyes that are staring at you just soften, and you can
see my eyes are going.
You
Oh,
can
God!
literally see the blood flowing out of the bloodshot eyes that were staring at you as his life is just gushing out
And
onto
I
the
am
ground.
paling from just the shock.
And then you just see the hands reach around and just snap the neck. And the werewolf's corpse just falls at your feet, still bleeding, a huge puddle
And
around
I'm just
your
gonna
feet.
turn and look.
And it's the biggest werewolf you've ever seen.
I'm gonna kind of step back a
He's
little.
got a hint of gray in his chin and going down the temples of the werewolf's hair as he slowly starts changing back. Give me a fortitude save, by the way.
Fortitude?
Yep, as he's...
just fortitude?
Fortitude, one of your stats. As you're hearing this bone-wrenching chunk of bone slamming back into places that didn't exist moments ago.
3.
3? Okay. You don't blow chunks. That's basically all I was checking for, is if you're going to puke on the dead werewolf. And
But
all
I'm
of a
also
sudden...
pale.
All of a sudden, you're seeing this. He looks, very Aryan features, very Germanic, and he looks to be in his late 40s, maybe early 50s, and he just snaps his arm out of your view of the doorway, and a combat vest is handed to him, and he's putting that on in place of the shirt that just exploded when he changed shape. And he has this look at you like he wants to rip your throat out too. But he's keeping his shit in check. I do apologize, madam.
Okay, yeah, because I'm sure you can feel that my heart is beating like 1,000,000 miles per hour. And where's the manager?
My security.
And where's your boss?
My security team detained the manager until security felt it was safe for him to come up here. My name is Herr Krieger. I am in charge of security here, and I apologize. And he does a proud military-style bow. I apologize for the situation. I was informed that there was some incident earlier with insults thrown towards this gentleman earlier. So
I still want to say who's holding your leash.
So he was taken off active duty for the day to regain his composure.
Yeah, well, obviously that didn't happen. What kind of outfit are you running?
I do apologize. As you can see, I dealt with this extremely quickly and efficiently.
Oh, that's supposed to make this all better? Oh, I don't think so.
What kind of amends do you recommend? And you notice there's 4 other guys with... They've got HK submachine guns in hand. And you notice on the bottom of their magazines, they're painted shiny silver color.
Oh, maybe it's to let them, for... It's like...
Maybe.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, is how to use this to my advantage with the witches. Because they're the ones that hired them. Okay, first of all, and also there's quite a mess in my hotel room now. A very, very bloody, gory mess that I'm sure will be cleaned up swiftly, but still, it's gonna be. It's like.
You're thinking, one of the guys is unrolling plastic bags right now that they have in their ditty bags in the back of their vests.
I appreciate you acting quickly. I very much appreciate you acting quickly, which out of characters, which is why I'm saying who doesn't hold your leash. I don't wish to antagonize this puppy any further. Your group, I sure was notified that certain things were not supposed to take place. And it's your employers who are ultimately responsible for your team's actions. I would like to speak with your employers at present, and still the hotel management.
I do apologize, and I will guarantee that you will speak with both parties. And he basically reaches over in the combat vest he's got on. He's got a walkie-talkie. He hits the mic and he asks for sit rep on the ladies of white. And he puts an earbud in real quick so you can hear what the reply is really quick. As of the moment, they're indisposed of contacting other delegations about the appraisal of values.
Yeah, that's right. What time is it compared to when's my...
It's not even... It's just about 11 o'clock now. Okay. As he basically pulls out a card, hands it to you.
I'm like really hesitant to get close to him because
there's gore all over his fingers.
He's scary as hell.
Yeah. His hand is dripping with, there's still like some fur hanging off, the tip of his finger. He's yet to truly clean himself up.
And I'm like gonna barely...
Okay. And yes, they're nicely vinyl coated cards, so they can be hosed off. And basically, it's Krieger munitions and securities. My uncle will make any amends. My uncle will see to that.
His name was Krieger too? Herr Krieger?
Yes. My uncle is the head of the family.
Thank you, Herr Krieger.
I do apologize.
Well... I'm sorry it came to this.
As he basically gestures...
It's the closest you're going to get to an apology.
He gestures towards your room. May we go in the room while my men clean this up? And he gestures towards the pile on the floor now.
Yes.
That's finished exsanguinating, by the way.
By all means.
The puddle is congealing around your feet.
Mm-hmm. When can I expect the hotel management?
They will be here once we've secured the location.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
As he basically offers you a hand to help escort you out of the puddle, and steps around the puddle himself with his combat boots on, which now have holes ripped through the fronts of them.
Has Kane come back at any point during this time yet?
Not yet, because see, these things all happen simultaneously. Very swift thinking, by the way. As he...
It was the only thing that I could do to stop him.
He looks slightly apologetically at the dead body on the floor that's reverting back to human form.
I'm sorry that it came to this.
As he reaches back into the bag and towels off his hand and tries to sheepishly wipe off his hand. And I do apologize. You should sit down. You could be in trauma. You could be in shock from this.
Oh, I'm shocked. Oh, trust me, I'm shocked.
He actually he looks fairly sweet and nice-ish for someone who looks like a hardcore soldier. You obviously no killer. He looks around for the local bar area. Would you like a drink?
Normally I don't imbibe, but yes.
He will go and pour you a drink while you notice his guys are basically...
I didn't get any on me.
Rolling the body up in plastic. Pulling out their combat knives, cutting the carpet that's stained, rolling that around the body in the plastic, and then rolling everything else in black plastic. Your shoes do have a small amount of blood on them.
I'm taking the shoes off.
And he basically does a quick whistle while he's pouring the alcohol and you're taking your bloody shoes off, and his men come up with a large Ziploc bag, and basically, we will have them clean for you.
That's okay. Keep them. Just toss them. Get up.
Burn.
And you notice the guy closes the bag and throws it on the body.
Please tell me there's none on my sequin dress. I'm still wearing the gold sequin dress
you are
from the
wearing
night
the
before.
gold sequin dress. You are,
I was drop dead gorgeous in that slip.
You did.
Oh, that's right. No, I was in the bathrobe. I was in the bathrobe.
You did clean yourself up from the night before.
Yeah, because I was in the bathrobe.
Yeah, so you basically were getting...
Okay, so
you...
The hotel robe is
But your
destroyed.
hotel robe, basically, he politely will then go to take a few steps to the bathroom, almost like he knows the floor plan to your room by heart. And then proceeds to come back with another robe and politely, would you like to dispose of the robe as well?
Oh, yeah.
And he politely turns his back and basically makes a... And his guys turn their backs immediately.
Oh, that's nice.
And basically, he will, when you gesture that the robe is available, he will take it and he throws it to the guys.
I'm almost as pale as the, and that says a lot because she tans.
As the terry cloth. Okay, and basically, he basically will get to one knee while talking to you since you're at the couch now, and he offers you the drink.
And I'm just staring at the blood.
And he kind of seems to just genuinely be concerned that he's almost acting like a first responder, you feel. Or someone who's got that kind of training.
Yeah, because I'm a little unnerved. I gotta admit, I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Trixie almost died. I saw my life flash before my eyes. And I never got to headline in Vegas.
And he's like, you've been to Vegas?
No, I never got. I Atlantic City, but I would like to headline in Vegas.
At some point, if my uncle would give us permission, I would love to go to Vegas and see the lights and the street. So, how can I make amends to this so we don't need to go any higher than me?
Your employers have to know. I'm sorry, but he's really trying not to.
He's really. You sense that he's generally.
But he already called them.
Well, no, he asked for a sit rep on their location.
What's a sit rep?
Situation.
Oh.
Representation
okay.
is sit.
All right. Yeah, I don't
Basically,
know that.
he asked for their location.
Okay. No, Trixie's got to use this to her advantage. She has to.
At that very moment, all of a sudden the twinkle comes back into her eye.
It's like, what's happened here impacts more than just myself and you.
Are you going Churchill on me?
There are much greater forces at work here. Higher forces at work here. And if the gentleman that I represent were to find out that I did not act accordingly, because, Loki would totally think less of me if I did not use this to my advantage.
He probably would.
He would be disappointed. He's like, and...
Even Kane would.
Exactly. If
Even Lucius would.
And there
Loki disown you.
and there is no way that he will not find out about this instance. I will speak very highly of how you resolve the situation, but it has to be
reported.
Yes, it has to be reported.
And when you...
You can see my lower lip is doing
quivering. Your lip is quivering. At that, he stands up in attention.
I'm gonna pull the damsel in distress.
He does a little hint of heel click, and I completely.
But I will make sure they know how amazing. Oh my god, and it was fucking amazing. How amazing you were.
I can accept that, and I will take any punishment that I receive, since the men were picked by me personally.
I will be sure actually to let your uncle know how, the person received his punishment, but the situation is indeed, how does one say, beyond us at this time.
And
higher powers are involved.
He bows respectfully, turns around to his men.
Because I assume he has at least an understanding of the level of clientele.
Oh, yeah.
And he may not know that necessarily my dad's a god, but he
knows
that
the Federal Wolves admitted you were Scions, yeah, he's...
He may not know whose, but...
He's read every dossier of the folks brought in here. So he does the whole snap, snap. His men pack up everything. You see two of them carrying the package under their arm nonchalantly.
And he knows I'm terrified. He can smell it on me.
Oh, yeah. You hear this squeaky sound as the package is being slid down the dirty laundry chutes.
How'd they fix the carpet?
They actually take a throw rug, put it down, and staple it down really quick for the moment. But at least if someone comes in there, they'll think, oh my god, someone ripped up our beautiful carpet. But they put a Persian rug in its place.
Yeah, but I have to tell the concierge. I can't. I mean, the smell alone. Ew. I mean, viscera. Ew.
Oh no, it was all sprayed down. Everything was sprayed with a nice deodorizer.
I know.
Febreze and bleach. Febreze and bleach.
Yeah, because I'm sorry. No, he has to know. Because if they pull up that carpet and they see the blood, we're not being charged for this.
Oh no, there is no blood. It's clean. It's spooky how well these guys cleaned up after it.
All right. I mean, we're Scions. I'll accept it. Yeah.
They're
I will
werewolves.
willing suspension of disbelief.
They're werewolves. They make a mess. They have to be good about cleaning up the messes.
There was chlorine and peroxide used in numbers.
We're talking John Wick, dinner reservation.
There you
Okay.
go.
All
I
right.
have a dinner reservation.
For 12.
Yep. Okay, so basically, after his crew goes off and he's given another one of the guys gives him a shirt and he puts the shirt on and then takes his combat vest, hands it to the other guy, and then puts a service Glock on his hip. He basically clicks in there. The floor is safe and secure, and all of a sudden the elevator dings, and up comes the concierge
And the hotel manager.
But Kane, what did you do with the giant on your shoulders? You're walking up to the hotel.
I realize I really can't go back to the hotel.
No.
Well, you can. You can always leave them off in the lobby.
Yeah, you just had a bad day shopping.
There is that whole humiliation thing. Humiliate him horribly. Now he can't do anything on
Lucius won't even let him into play. Yeah.
Okay. Do I happen to know which room Lucius is in?
You know.
I will take his card. I'll give Lucius a call.
Okay.
From the hotel lobby, you mean? Or
I'm call him on myself.
Okay. Bryn's nice, so she pays for everyone to have European coverage. So that way she can sext all day long in Europe.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Click. Hello.
Hey, this is Kane. Do you mind if I ask which room you're in?
I'm pretty sure you could find me, but yes, I do mind telling you which room I'm in.
Okay, then I'll find you on my own.
Do you hang up?
Yeah.
Okay, click. Are you going to use your tracking
I'll go
ability?
back to the room.
You can track Lucius's trail quite easily since he hasn't been going many places in the hotel. Many. After a few, you do end up stopping at two different rooms and knocking, and you end up finding out he's not in those rooms. It's basically somebody else's room that he visited.
Okay.
He basically went to talk to the, go figure, the Dark Elves, and he went to go talk to the Light Elves.
Interesting.
He's
Okay.
got an elf fetish.
No. He's probably trying to make alliances to...
And then you finally knock on the door, and you hear a familiar voice. Who is it?
Who do you think?
You just hear this semi-resound sigh through the door that's almost like someone's making it so loud it's meant to be heard through the door. As you hear slide, click, 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 and then something else be moved in the room, and then the door opens up.
I'll set the giant on his feet.
I didn't
surprised
order
you didn't
room
drop him on his
service.
Can I get you to take a picture?
And he gladly reaches in for his own cell phone and clicks a picture.
Would you send that to me?
And he sends it. Without even touching his phone, it sends over.
Oh, he's got wireless interface too.
Yes, he does.
Bastard. I really hate my older brother.
A cop with wireless interface. Think about it.
Oh, God.
A dirty cop with wireless interface. Think about it. I put the incriminating evidence on your shit.
Well, regardless of whether you want him or not, he's yours.
Leave him somewhere that's not in my path.
Oh, God.
Tell Sparky I said hi.
Oh,
And
God.
as you're walking out, you see Lucius go over to the desk in there, and he pulls a flower out of the vase, walks over, gotta, and he basically, with the giant's butt in the air, puts the flower between his cheeks and takes a picture of
Call out for Seth MacFarlane there.
it. Yep. Moon was a die. In Budapest.
Actually, you got a Sharpie.
Oh no.
And he gets a twinkle in his eye when you say that. It's like, I'm starting to actually like you. And he goes back, opens his one briefcase. It's got all art supplies, including, you notice he's working on doing some artwork and paints.
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
He's a crafter too, huh?
Well, it's good to be able to forge paintwork when you want to steal some paints.
He's a forger, of course.
Okay. And he's got a collection of colored Sharpies.
Just black.
What did you...
Property of Kane.
Oh, God! Oh, my God!
And he's just sitting on the edge of the bed, the edge of the couch, watching you do this, and taking pictures of you doing this, by the way.
Copies.
and your phone's chiming as he's sending the photos to you.
Oh, my God, that is so... Oh... I gotta stop mouthing off, but that's pretty damn, because I can't back my shit up, but you...
I wouldn't bring him to the bidding, because there's no way he ain't swinging on me.
I think, in the nature of a peaceful moot, I may have to insist he stays in the room the rest of his trip here. And I may have to tell him that these pictures will get back to his superiors if he does leave this room.
Ooh.
And for this kind of ammunition, I have to say thank you, sir.
Thought you might like that. Because the easy part would have been taking him to a back alley and curb stomping him, but...
Because while he left in a hurry to follow someone, which I assume is you, I was able to take care of some other business as well. Without my sitter in tow.
Talking to the elves?
I know better than to ask.
The nose knows.
I'll remember that next time the bottle of ammonia pitches over the bed.
Ew.
Visions of,
Sugar plums?
No.
They're fairies.
Of Will Smith's, the zombies use
Yeah.
the bleach to keep from smelling you.
Mm-hmm. And when he wakes up, let him know I thought Fire Giant would have been much harder. I didn't even bruise a knuckle.
Oh, God.
And he actually gives you like a interesting appraising look in your hands, that your hands aren't even messed up.
Huh.
Those must be good gloves that you're wearing.
Yeah, not close, but I think you'd be a little bit hotter than that.
I'll make sure to let him know that he needs to kick it up next time if he ever runs into you.
Dude.
Have fun.
Okay. And pretty much at that moment, we have Bryn walking in.
Arm in
And
arm
there's
with
this
her
awkward
cheerleader.
moment while Scotty's
like-
looking at you on this guy's arm, and he just kind of gestures at Scotty, and he kind of tugs you towards his room.
Oh!
His room?
Oh!
Towards his room.
So
I
this
thought
wasn't a
this
setup,
was-
okay.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought it was a setup, but...
No.
They've got the same room arrangements you guys have.
Yeah. Hi, hon.
You wave and smile.
Actually, no. I bow and smile and follow him into the room. So I do the little bow thing.
As you hear as the door starts to close.
Oh, all right. Scotty's getting back some room, man.
Scotty maybe knows. Okay. So, just about that moment. Wow. I thought it'd take a little longer than that. She
Oh,
must be
Brunhilde,
easy.
you're so lovely. Yes, I know it. I can't help it.
Okay, so just about at that moment, the concierge and security guy's there. He's basically explaining there was a incident of almost having physical violence in the room. One of the security guards attacked your patron, and of course, the maitre d' jumps on his ass immediately. That these are your men, these are your responsibility. Any harm that came to this poor young lady is your men's fault. What have you done to the man? And he basically and you see this guy. He's trying to
this
keep his
man
composure.
saved my life. I will remind you that he saved my life.
After placing it in danger, ma'am, I apologize profusely. I cannot express apologies enough to you about how sorry I am that any attack began your poor person.
Yes, well, if it hadn't been for the timely intervention of this gentleman, however, I am...
Oh, no, ma'am. Your saving is strictly at your own hand. You were so wise to contact the front desk so we could send security immediately to rescue you. I'm just glad that this brute did not lay hands upon you in the time it took security to get here. And then he gestures towards the head of security, because security obviously was not doing its job to prevent this kind of thing. Let alone bringing the person here who caused the incident. And of course, you notice the head of security, he's clenching his fists there. He
knew this was going to happen.
You see veins bulging in his neck. He is trying to keep his composure,
Sir,
seriously.
I think he understands the gravity of this situation.
He's burning willpower power points
Berating
right now to
him-
not kill all of you.
Berating my personal savior is not going to make this situation any better.
And he kind of...
Need I remind you?
He takes a moment, he composes himself and says, I'm so sorry, Miss Lockhart. I was just afraid that something... You are such a beautiful, beautiful woman that I was afraid anything happening to your person. I'm just upset that anything would happen to any of our guests. And he basically is composing himself, and you can see, he's combing as he pulls out a comb and puts his hair back in its perfect place. I do apologize, and your room will be comped for the 3 days.
Thank you. That's... Now,
in
of
fact,
course,
if you would like, I can book another stay for you right now if you would like for a future day.
I don't know.
right now I'm still a little too upset.
Of course. And he politely does this 2 steps back bow of
I'm thankful to be alive, let alone planning future excursions.
Shall I send up the hotel's masseuse to try to relax you, or do you need a doctor? I'm so sorry, I forgot to offer. Would you like a doctor? We can send the doctor up immediately. He can give you a prescription for medication to help you sleep if you need to sleep.
I do not partake of any type of medicine if I can avoid it. The masseuse would be appreciated. I am, to say, slightly stressed. Indeed. But, as I know that this security force is not employed by you, I will need to speak with their employers. First off, to thank them for employing at least this gentleman here who saved my life. But this situation is more for them to deal with at present. But I would like to thank you for your immediate response as well. I shall endeavor to put this behind me and stay calm. And I'm gonna bite my
Finger.
and I'm gonna touch, adjust my.
Madam, you are such
I'm so
strong,
pumped.
strong woman. You strengthen my resolve just seeing how strong of a woman you are. Is there anything I can have brought to the room while I head down?
Now I'm trying to think. What could I do? I don't want to lie in front of the security guard, though, because it's as to say, oh, my beautiful dress was destroyed.
Well, when you look at the security guard, instantly the concierge looks at him and says, You brute, go see to your forces to make sure none of these other men decide to attack other guests of our hotel. Go, can't you see you're physically upsetting her, because you did look back to him? So, go. You must go right now and close the door behind you.
Thank you. Yeah.
He kind of does a respectful nod on his way out, because he snaps heel and turns and goes. Apparently he does leave on command. And the door clicks and closes, and the concierge doubles his efforts of, Madam, I am so sorry this happened to you. Anything you ask for, I will provide personally.
Well,
Do you need a drink, ma'am? Do you need a drink? I shall go get
The
you a drink.
gentleman has provided me with and I'm dealing, but one thing I am concerned about is he destroyed my Bob Mackie dress. And fortunately, the captain provided me with a robe so that I might be presentable. He was such a gentleman in that regard. But my dress and my shoes.
And you see him wilt. He is down on one knee to I'm so sorry. He takes your hands in his hands. I will make this up for you. If you could provide the front desk your measurements, I will promise you that we'll have a new dress made for you.
I would appreciate that, as I do have plans this evening.
I will send up the tailor myself before I even get to the desk to make sure he has your full measurement so it fits you like a glove.
Thank you.
And I promise you everything will be covered on the house, and he just taps your hand.
Excellent. Thank you. Right now, I just need a few minutes to compose myself.
I will leave you now. You've had a very trying time. I will leave you now. And please, just know that your every need will be tended to.
I appreciate that.
And he politely, you can tell, he is politely excusing himself, not turning his back to you to the very end, and he's just like, every time you make a sad, whimpery sound, he cringes physically. He's just physically cringing at the, oh my god, my guests, I have failed in life. My one goal in life is to make sure my guests know that I am there for them, and I failed. And he opens the door, and then again, I apologize, and he bows very deeply and respectfully to you. His hands
I have a
clasped
tissue,
together.
and I'm like, thank you. Dab, dab. Thank you.
And as soon as the door goes click, you hear, "Oh, you're silly!" And then all of a sudden,
I don't know what you're talking about, boys.
and all of a sudden, the far bedroom door opens up, and Thora sticks her head out, saying, "Everything okay out here?"
Yeah, go back to having fun.
Click.
I'm actually gonna have myself another shot. Well, that was interesting.
Okay.
Remind me not to taunt the doggies.
Okay. And pretty much at that moment, Kane is coming upstairs. And by the way, you smell there's a hint of blood. And the closer
And
you're getting to your door, oh yeah,
And you smell fur.
and peroxide, and and the closer you're getting there, and of course the concierge's perfume, the maitre d'. Okay, so
Did they run into each other in the hallway?
No. He basically went to the maid's room because he's gonna have the maid check on you later.
Oh.
A woman checking on a lady. So,
Yeah.
This way, it's much more easily for her to confide in you. She's to spend the rest of the night there talking to you if you need it.
Oh, God.
Okay, so and I'm assuming you're concerned as you smell the blood scent getting more potent the closer you get to the room.
Okay. Come in the room.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so Kane, you
smell
open the door. You see Trixie there with the fairies floating around. Trixie's drinking alcohol.
Yeah, you know something's up.
And there's a
I
new
am
there's
so
a new rug
glad
inside the room.
you're back.
And she's wearing a robe.
Yeah. Do I notice too that he's all disheveled or that he
No.
looks? Okay.
I'm doing fine.
Okay. We've had an interesting morning. I really, really, really want you to go with me when I go down to see the witches. That security guard I kind of ticked off when we first arrived.
The werewolf
Yeah.
that you insisted on poking with a stick.
I didn't. There was no There was no. Okay, well,
Hitting you
needless
with the
to say-
newspaper would have been less obvious.
Yeah, needless to say, I think I'm going to be a little less provoking in future because he tried to pay me a visit. And if it hadn't been for Serpent's Gaze, I'd be dead.
And the
So,
and the
what happened was, you see, I answered the door and he attacked. Fortunately, I got the upper hand and Serpent gazed immediately, and I had my boys dial the concierge. Security came up and rather, vivisected him in front of my eyes. Right there while I was holding him. So, yeah, it was quite a day. I'm not going to piss off the security anymore. But needless to say, the hotel is really, really, really sorry about the incident. So if you need anything, you feel free to use, on the house. But right now, I really don't want to have to go down and see those alone, just in case. Now, mind you, I do tend to use this to my advantage and all, but could you just go with me, please?
First, good thinking. So that's why the new carpet?
Yeah, they make quite a mess.
And if I'm going to go with you, I need to spend a little bit of time healing.
Healing? What the hell? What?
You remember Lucius's fire giant?
Oh, yeah. He had the brightest flame in the fire.
He decided to pick a fight in the street.
No shit. Are you serious?
Yeah. You want to see the pictures?
Oh my god! Oh, hold on, who took these pictures?
That'd be Lucius.
Oh, wow.
By the way, just on the side notes for Lucius, he does have wireless interface, the thing where you do with electronics. He's a bit of an artist.
Yeah. Any good?
Did I see any of his work?
The half-done painting you saw was actually a pretty good one.
Did he recognize it as a real painting?
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Kane's not the
artwork,
art museum kind of guy.
All right.
If he'd been to a local museum, yes.
Oh. While in town, he's gonna...
What? It's called business trip. That way you can write it off on your taxes.
Yeah, okay. Huh. So,
So you're pouring yourself some more alcohol?
Yeah, on the rocks. Because, yeah. To say that I'm just a little, shaken. I'm shaken
stirred.
and stirred. Yeah.
Thought you
So
were
like, and the boys are like, oh my god, you should have seen it.
Now I understand why she's a magician, not a comedian.
The werewolves were huge!
Yeah, by the way, that head security guard, biggest damn wolf I've ever seen. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Good thing I'm not sleeping alone tonight. I am so glad that I am not sleeping
speaking
alone.
of strange alliances.
I wouldn't say align so much, but...
Something's getting a
You're lining yourself up with him, I don't know. Lucius?
I'm just improving Scion dwarf relations.
Yeah, especially after Thora burned like hell.
I pointed at
Not
the room.
like we couldn't use that.
It's going to take a lot more than that time to do it. But Lucius was meeting with the Dark Elves and the Light Elves.
Really? Huh. You think he's trying to make alliances with them to get the Heart of Winter?
No idea, but
He's always got his...
I was chasing him down, and his
That
path went to
guy's-
each of the rooms.
That guy is more twisted than a plate of spaghetti.
Slinky?
No, they're... He's more twisted than a plate of spaghetti. All right, then. What time is it now?
Okay, so after you guys have been discussing, it's just about that time that Bryn's
I have
going
to
to be
start getting
walking
ready.
in.
I'm walking in.
Because she did make sure
and
her
she's
date set the timer.
Man, oh man, we got a new rug. What the heck?
Yeah.
As you notice, her clothes have a little rime of ice on it.
Yeah, well, you know that security guard I pissed off?
Yeah.
He just tried to kill me.
Wow, you.
Yeah, I'm making friends and influencing people. Needless to say, the security took care of their own.
Okay.
Literally. Oh my god. Nightmares. Ooh, the gore. You would have been impressed.
I'm glad you're okay, sweetie.
But, yeah, needless to say, I'm not going to be taunting the doggies anymore.
And the hotel's okay with this?
As a matter of fact, they're company. You don't only have to worry about paying for the room.
Well, that's cool.
The whole thing, yeah, comped.
That is.
Free to-
Oh, speaking of cool.
Yeah, you're a bit frosty yourself there.
Yeah.
frosty.
I've been improving relations with the frost giants. Well, at least one of them. And with my sort of ex-stepmother. She did kind of mention me in passing.
I'll
But
bet.
anyways, I came up to tell you that if you need extra money, you just let me know and we'll charge it to dear old stepdad.
She must have had a good time.
Yeah, really. I will keep that in mind.
Okay, and pretty much at that moment, your room's phone rings. Because thankfully the concierge fixed it when he was in the room, noticing your room scattered across the floor.
Okay, guys, hold on.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello.
Oh, well, hello, my little dove. You
Oh,
recognize
it's
the
you.
You recognize the giant Tess's voice.
Oh, I thought it was Lucius.
No.
Yeah. Hi. Is this Falda, the young one, or
It's Falda.
the one that I already have a history with?
Yes.
You really need to Falda. You really need to pick your employees better.
Just a moment. Shoo, cat. Psst, psst. My sister's cat is getting playful.
Oh, sister, he's hungry and I just haven't had the time to do, the rat thing. May have to do a few dwarves.
Oh, sister. So anyway, we wanted to let you know that at 1 o'clock it's the time for you to come up to the penthouse suite and bring your items that you're wishing to offer for the auction.
Are you just going to ignore the fact that your people have broken the accord?
I heard something about some rogue attack from a disenfranchised member of the security team, but we can discuss that.
The only reason why he was disenfranchised is because he had to be put down.
From what I've heard, you antagonized him to the point of madness. You know, dearie, when you're up here, we'll have to talk about how one deals with werewolves when they see them. You don't wound what you can't kill. So should we expect you at 1 o'clock?
Oh, I'll be there.
Please be on time. I hate it when you show up early.
I'll remember that.
Thank you. We shall see you at 1 o'clock. Click. And that's a good place to wrap it up there.
Gotta show up at 5 minutes early.
Yeah, I'll be. Hi, this is Kellie, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and rpgpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Hi, this is Jim from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion Hero to Ragnarok podcast, and the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And I'd just like to say thank you for listening, and may fate always be on your side.